Alright, so one day at work I was just bored because we had no orders. Obviously I work at a McDonald's because where else would hire me? Anyways, so I was just thinking of video ideas or just dumb stuff to do on beamng, and somehow, randomly, out of the back of my mind, I thought of a 6x6 drift truck. And obviously I was like, hey, that's something that's probably never been done before. Anyways, so I got home from work, and obviously I didn't record it that day, but I did make a little bit of a prototype of a drift truck. So here it is. It's pretty bare bones. It was based on the regular D15 drift truck chassis, but obviously I have a mod that gives me 6x6 capabilities, and I think this thing looks pretty fire if you ask me. It's also kind of loud. We're over here on New Drift Island, and I'm going to be testing this thing out, but this thing's looking pretty bland, so I'm going to do a few modifications to it to see if I can make it look any better. So I'll be back right when I get this thing finished up.
When you first push in the clutch, that's the moment. That's when you really notice it. Just how different it feels.
Alright, so I customized it up a little bit, changed a little bit of the hood, changed the front grille area. Like, obviously there's bars on there before, and there's chrome, and I'm not a huge fan of chrome on cars and stuff. I had the Road Sport front bumper. I changed all the wheels so they're all white to match each other because I'm not a huge fan of like the silver wheels, whatever. Put a bed cap on the bed, a little bit of a ducktail spoiler on it. I think that actually looks pretty good. The trunk still works somehow, or not the trunk, the tailgate. And we had like a bash bar rear bumper or something, so there's not much customization you do, but you know, honestly, this thing still looks pretty fire. It looks pretty unique the way it is because it's a 6x6 drift truck. Who else can say that they have a 6x6 drift truck? I don't know, but we'll fire this thing up because I was getting annoyed by how freaking loud it is. Before we do go out, let me go over what I have done to this thing. It has this 6-tree with a stage 2 supercharger. The whole thing is basically upgraded race 6-speed manual, lightweight flywheel, obviously the 6x6 conversion, and that will be the 6x6 D series mod. This one right here, made by Toxic X15. You can go download it if you want. And the steering that I have on this thing is going to be the CJD special tunes. For in the front suspension, I have the CJD quick ratio steering. Rear, the wheels on this thing are the 17x9 Okudai KRW with drift tires on, which I didn't even know we really had drift tires in this game. I usually just put sport tires on because everything I made was so high horsepower, or didn't need drift tires. But yeah, without further ado, we'll get this thing sideways.
Bruh.
I messed up the entry to that corner. Like, it's a little tricky, like, yeah, it's a little tricky to understand how this truck operates, but once you do understand how this truck operates, you can become almost a drift king with this thing. I ran it a little wide there, that's no big deal. Well, I mean, this thing does have like 1,000 horsepower because you got two extra wheels that you need to spin. So I wanted a little more horsepower, but I didn't want to go too crazy. I remember I had it at 1,400 before, and I was like hitting walls and stuff like that. Drift tap. Don't worry about it. That was clean. That was hella clean. Yeah, this thing does not need a lot of gas to spin. Like, if you try and go full send into a corner, you're just all sideways, you're off the track, destroying your brand new, I don't know, $1 million drift 6x6 truck. You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that, because this thing is cool. You want to know why? Because you can pull off stuff like this. I talked too soon. I talked too soon. Let's see if I can do a reverse entry with this thing. Would you guys consider that a reverse entry? I don't know. That was pretty cool though. Imagine rocking up to Formula Drift with a 6x6 drift truck. That would be wild. I'd pay thousands of dollars to be there. Alright guys, but if you guys are enjoying this video, please do leave a like and maybe comment. You can also join my Discord down in the description down below. I don't know the exact statistic, but like last time I checked, it was like there's tons of people that watch my videos that aren't subscribed. So why not just do that? Because it's free, and you can change your mind later if you hate me for some reason. Before I hear any of you guys say in the comments down below that this guy's a drift god, just know that I just spun out right there while saying that. So no, but it's no big deal. You just keep going. You don't beat yourself up about spinning out. Like, you know, I tapped my truck there. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cry about it. No, I'm not gonna cry about it. I'm gonna keep drifting, because that's the name of the game. You don't stop moving. The world don't stop for you. And you also don't get better by complaining about stuff. You gotta go do that stuff. Gotta be the better. You gotta be the better man. You gotta do stuff. You gotta get better at it. You ain't gonna get better at something by not doing something. You see, I'm getting better at drifting right now by giving a motivational speech on how to get better at drifting. See? Be like me. Maybe don't be like me. I'm making stupid YouTube videos. This thing ain't too bad. This thing ain't too bad. It ain't no 70-mile-an-hour drift type truck. You need the AX53 extra steering angle mod to do that probably, but you know, this ain't too bad. This thing's a smooth drifter once you get to know it. Like, meet the parents of the truck, and then you understand that some stupid lab experiment happened, and now this thing was born. And then that's how this truck came about, from an automotive mastermind. But my mastermind is stupid ideas for internet clicks. I was just thinking in my head, oh man, was I gonna be able to link this whole course? No, I'm not. Man, what a dummy, thinking you can actually link a whole course. Let's go for it. I know what I'm doing. Okay, restart. Alright, it's concentration time. I want to see if I can link this whole course. Yeah, it's really easy to tell when this thing's back end is gonna accidentally slide out on you. Alright, take two. I already tell my line isn't the greatest, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. This is just for fun. No competition going on here. I'm the only one here. I'm the best. Not really. Would you look at that? Second try, and I linked the entire course. That's kind of wacky go wild if you ask me. I mean, the good thing about this truck is, on the base truck, you just click Control W, and then open Save and Load, and then, oh, would you look at that? There this thing is, just like that. That's pretty cool. Anyways, we're now on Utah Extra, because this is like the map that I really started getting more serious about drifting on, because, well, this is the map that I really learned drifting on. Specifically this track as well. This is the drift playground on Utah Extra, and this is where I really got a bit better at drifting. It really holds a special place in my heart, because this is where the magic happened. And by the magic, I mean I went from garbage drifter to garbage drifter 2.0, but can hold drifts, I guess. That's a treat. I was loading in, I was saying in my head it would be funny if I could drift the entire course first try without crashing, but no, I guess that can't happen. Could happen. You know, maybe second time's the charm. Just gotta be a little bit patient. Sometimes things don't always go your way, but that's fine, that's fine. Just gotta make them go your way. Sometimes you gotta believe in yourself. Success is 99% failure. I don't know how this thing's gonna do on the downhill section, but you know what? We're getting there, so we'll figure it out. I'd just like to say to the people that think they need a handbrake for drifting, I very minimally now use my handbrake. I mean, I still do use it, but I don't rely on it. I try something different. Just go straight up here, rip the handbrake up through there. That worked well, surprisingly. The only thing about it is, that was a nice four-wheel drift. Bruh. Well, you know what, guys, I think I'm gonna end it up on that note. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys do want to download this, obviously there was the mods I showed you before, but if this video gets at least a comment of like, hey, I want to download this thing, I'll painstakingly sift through all my mods that I have used on this thing, and then I will do what I did before for the last video, or the last car mod I made, where I had to get all the cars and the mods that I used for it and then put it in my Discord along with the configuration file. So yeah, maybe one time I'll upload something like this to the repository. But yeah, that's all, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.